Hey travelers, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I am going to share with you my 5 tips to know before you go to an all-inclusive resort in Mexico or the Caribbean. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, I do share resort videos and suggestions and tips for all-inclusive resorts and travel. So if you did like this video, please subscribe to see more and also hit the notification button because I do also share deal videos from time to time on this channel, and there are a lot of times they are short in duration, so you want to get a jump on them if you're looking to book your all-inclusive vacation. So let's get on to the tips. Number 1, I get this asked a lot when people are booking: is the water safe to drink? And yes, the answer is yes. At the good resorts, you have no issues with the water. Now, the resort water is filtered, but I do recommend they will also provide you bottles of water in the room. Use the bottled water when you're traveling. There's plenty of them. If you run out, you just have to ask the minibar to replenish them. You can also call down to the front desk to get more water brought up to your room. Not going to be a problem. And that note on water, the ice at the resorts is filtered. So if you have a drink with something with ice in it, don't be afraid of drinking your drink with ice. It's filtered. There will be no problems when you're at a good resort, okay? On that note, if you wanted to see my tips on how to get better drinks at an all-inclusive resort, I will link that video up above now. Now, my second tip. Have medical insurance. When you're traveling away, make sure you have at least medical insurance for your trip. As Canadians, we obviously have medical included, so a lot of times we forget that if we're going to a different country, even the United States, we kind of know, but obviously if you're traveling somewhere hot, Mexico, Caribbean, you want to have medical insurance. Check your coverage before you go, okay? That is a very, very important tip. Now, my third tip is for excursions. If you're planning to take some excursions when you go away, I do recommend booking these ahead of time in Canada in Canadian dollars. What's going to happen when you book through your travel agent is you are going to have reputable companies that are insured, and you are guaranteed that you're going to have a good experience typically with these. When you're at a destination and you're possibly walking around and people are offering you excursions just on the street or on the beach, you're not guaranteed that you're going to necessarily get the best product. So if you haven't booked your tours ahead of time before you go, if you are booking a tour, I definitely recommend, if you're in destination, to book it through the concierge at the resort. They will help you out, find you the best tours. They will typically find you good pricing as well, and you're a little bit safer than buying a tour just from somebody off the street. Tip number 4. Pack your sunscreen. If you're at a resort and you've forgotten your sunscreen, it can be very, very expensive to buy a bottle of sunscreen in the gift shop at the hotel. So pack plenty when you go down. If you do happen to go to a resort, some resorts actually do include sunscreen as part of their bathroom amenities or down by the pool. Ask your travel agent if the resort you've booked includes sunscreen. Then you don't necessarily have to pack it, but I do always kind of recommend at least packing a little bottle, even if you're at the resorts that do include it, because if you're heading off the resort, you're going to want to make sure you have sunscreen on as well. So that's a tip there. It's very expensive, like I said, so if you can avoid buying it when you're there, bring it from home. It's going to save you some money. And my last tip, I get asked this a lot. A lot of times when you're going home, your flight isn't necessarily leaving until later in the afternoon. Sometimes it's actually in the evening. And a lot of people ask if you can stay at the resort, and the answer is yes. So when you're packing, make sure you pack a day bag or a beach bag. And my tip is, on your last day, pack everything that you want to check in at with the airplane. Put it all into your bags. You can leave it with the bellman or at the front desk, and they will hold your bags for the day. Keep a beach bag with some of the necessities that you might need throughout the day, and then go enjoy the resort. You can go to all the bars, you can go to all the restaurants that are open, so you don't have to be, once you check out at 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock, you're not shuffled off of the property. You can stay and enjoy it, but just make sure you pack a little bag on the side so you have all your necessities. Some resorts even do have shower facilities and change room facilities that they will let you use in a day room. So if you want to freshen up before you have to take off for your flight, those are available as well. So there you have it. There's 5 tips and must-knows before you go to an all-inclusive resort. If you did enjoy this video, please hit the subscribe button below to see more. Also, click the little like button there. It lets me know that you did like this video. And until the next one, you can watch these.